And a lot of companies are also making promises to just be intentional about increasing Black representation. And I was wondering maybe if you maybe share a little bit about for those companies who want to start investing in the Black communities and want to start growing Black representation at their companies, things that they need to be thinking about when they're, submitting out job postings and being very intentional about bringing a diverse pool of applicants in.
Yeah, I think this is a great question. One, I think that there's no need to reinvent the wheel. There are great companies, Black founded, Black led, that would love to help you find diverse talent. So I think about Career Karma, what Ruben is doing. I think about the good folks over at Jockwell, and what they're doing as far as getting inclusive talent. So there's great companies that you can partner with to help you source diverse talent. So that's just the first thing. No need to go and reinvent the wheel. Find ways to get in touch with those folks, and write them checks and let them do what they do best, because that's literally what they do. So that's the first thing. The second thing is really, really take a hard look at your HR policies. Take a hard look at those that make the hiring decisions, and ask yourselves the tough questions as a leader. Is there bias here? Are there things that are making it difficult for us to get diverse talent in here? Because here's the thing, I've looked at applications. They don't say anything about company culture. They don't say anything about what you can look forward to as a Black person, as a Latinx person, as an Asian, like nothing. It just says, hey, we're a great company. We have great company culture and benefits, and we're going to pay you well. Those things are important, but the reason we have attrition and the reason that you have turnover is because of what happens once they hired, once they get in and they start to understand, oh, wait a minute, this is different than what I anticipated or expected. And so it's that walled garden, and our bias towards that walled garden. We look around and we see a beautiful thing happening, and we say, we want to bring diverse people into this great thing.
Right.
And then what you don't see and don't realize is that it is a walled garden, and on the outside, it looks totally different, right? It's not until you get in there. So I think about shows like, what's the show where the bosses go in, Undercover Boss, right?
Oh yeah.
I think about those. Yeah, I think about those kinds of shows, and I think about how we need more of that, right? And also some sort of like some empathy training, and some ways to get leaders more engaged in the communities that they want to hire from. They need to take some trips. I used to always say this about a young startup back in the day that is now infamous, is Twitter. I used to say this very early on. I said, you know what? The people that are making the product decisions and the business decisions for Twitter are in San Francisco and the Bay, and they don't know what it's like to be in English Avenue down here in Atlanta or Buckhead. They don't know what's going on. So they're just pushing out. I was like, it'd be great if Twitter had an office here. Now they do now here in Atlanta. But it would have been great while they were building this early product to see how people were using this product. And I think we need more of that. And I think that will also inform hiring decisions and what it is, the types of talent that you need to bring into your corporation to make sure that you're building something that's inclusive. That's a great question. I'll think about it more. I may write something on that.
Thank you so much for listening to this clip of the Data Talk podcast. To check out the full show or see the full catalog of previous episodes, go to Experian.com/Data Talk.